You know that voice in your head, the one that says, "You're not good enough," or "You'll never figure this out." That voice feels like a constant companion, doesn't it? But let me ask you something. If someone else said those things to you, would you let them stay in your life? Yet here we are, locked in an endless battle with ourselves. I know what that feels like because I fought that war too. We live in a world that constantly tells us to do more, be more, achieve more. And somewhere along the way, we start believing that who we are right now isn't enough. We set impossibly high expectations, then tear ourselves down when we fall short. But here's the thing, the war against yourself. It's not a war you can win, and maybe it's not a war you're meant to fight at all. When I was at my lowest, I realized something. The harder I fought to silence that inner critic, the louder it got. But when I stopped fighting, when I started listening instead, I learned something powerful. That voice wasn't there to destroy me. It was scared. It wanted to protect me from failure, from rejection, from pain. It just didn't know how to do it gently. So, I made a decision. Instead of fighting that voice, I decided to get curious about it. Here's what worked for me. 1. Pause and reflect. When that critical voice starts, take a breath. Don't react. Just ask yourself, why am I feeling this way right now? What's this voice trying to tell me? 2. Challenge the narrative. Thoughts like, "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never succeed," feel real, but they're not facts. I started writing them down and asking, is this really true? Or is it just a fear speaking? 3. Speak with kindness. This was the hardest part. I had to learn to talk to myself the way I'd talk to a close friend, offering encouragement instead of criticism. The truth is, the war against yourself is exhausting because you're fighting the wrong battle. Instead of trying to silence or defeat that voice, try understanding it. Work with it, not against it. Because here's what I've learned. Real strength doesn't come from being perfect. It comes from accepting yourself, messy parts and all, and choosing to move forward anyway. So, the next time that voice tells you, you can't, remind it that you're trying. The next time it says, "You're not enough," answer with, "I am more than enough." Because you are. Let go of the need to win this war. Instead, find peace in knowing you don't have to fight it anymore. If this message speaks to you, share it with someone who might need to hear it. And remember, you're not alone in this. Together, we can rewrite the story we tell ourselves.